With increase in carbon percentage in steel its A. Yield stress decreases. B. Elongation percent increases. C. Tensile strength increases. D. Impact strength increases. The correct answer is tensile strength increases. Percentage of gaunge is maximum in the ore of A. Iron. B. Gold. C. Zinc. D. Copper. The correct answer is gold. The forms in which various metals and non-metals occur in nature are called minerals. Which of the following is not a metallic ferrous mineral? A. Cassiterite. B. sphalerite. C. chalcopyrite. D. calcite. The correct answer is calcite. Pick out the wrong statement. A. Dry bulb temperature, wet bulb temperature, dew point are the same in case of saturated air. B. Dew point is reached by cooling the humid air at constant moisture content. C. Heating of humid air is done for its dehumidification. D. None of these. The correct answer is heating of humid air is done for its dehumidification. The most commonly used material for sewers for carrying sewage in the normal situation is A. Asbestos cement. B. Stainless steel. C. Stoneware. D. Cast iron. The correct answer is stoneware. Filler metal is used in welding. A. Brace. B. Electric spot. C. Projection. D. Seam. The correct answer is brace. Acetylene should never be conveyed through pipe as it forms an unstable compound that dissociates violently at the slightest shock. A. Stainless steel. B. Copper. C. Aluminium. D. Brass. The correct answer is copper. Which of the following contains the least percentage of carbon? A. Pig iron. B. Wrought iron. C. Cast iron. D. Malleable iron. The correct answer is wrought iron. Electric arc furnace is employed mainly for the production of steel. A. High carbon. B. Alloy. C. Mild. D. Plain carbon. The correct answer is alloy. Heat treatment of steel is done mainly to change its A. Mechanical properties. B. Physical properties. C. Chemical composition. D. All ABC. The correct answer is mechanical properties. Method of depreciation calculation ensures that the interest is charged on the cost of machine asset every year on the book value, but the rate of depreciation remains constant every year. A. Annuity charging. B. A trade line. C. Inking fund. D. None of these. The correct answer is a trade line. Main alloying element in Elinvar used in precision instruments, hair springs for watches, etc. is A. Chromium. B. Nickel. C. Zinc. D. Aluminium. The correct answer is nickel. Color of brass changes from yellow to after its dezincification, which exemplifies selective leaching. A. Gray. B. Red. C. Orange. D. Violet. The correct answer is red. Heat dissipation in cooling towers is mainly by A. Conduction. B. Convection. C. Evaporation. D. Radiation. The correct answer is evaporation. In BOF, desiliconization is a first-order reaction. So the silicon content of the metal decreases. A. Linearly with time. B. Exponentially with time. C. Logarithmically with time. D. In proportion to the square root of time. The correct answer is linearly with time. Hoopes cell is predominantly used for the electrolytic refining of A. Zinc. B. Copper. C. Aluminium. D. Tin. The correct answer is aluminium. Lead percentage in pure galena is about A. 8.6. B. 86.6. C 35.8. D 61.4. The correct answer is 8.6. Pick out the wrong statement. A. Erosion corrosion, which is identified by surface grooves, occurs due to the combined action of corrosive environment and mechanical abrasion. B. Stress corrosion occurs due to the combined action of corrosive environment and the compressive stress. C. Stainless steel is prone to stress corrosion in solution containing chloride ion. D. In case of stress corrosion, the direction of crack propagation is perpendicular to the applied tensile stress. The correct answer is stress corrosion occurs due to the combined action of corrosive environment and the compressive stress. The life of a ball bearing is inversely proportional to A. Load 1, B. Load 2, C. Load 3, D. Load 0.33. The correct answer is Load 3. Pick out the wrong statement. A. Partnership is suitable for medium-size business. B. A certain minimum of subscription of capital is required for legally starting a business in a public limited joint stock company. C. Public limited joint stock company is legally bound to issue prospectus after registration. D. A small-scale industry is the one which has a minimum capital investment of 50 rupees lakhs and maximum 100 lakhs. The correct answer is a small-scale industry is the one which has a minimum capital investment of 50 rupees lakhs and maximum 100 lakhs. Stoneware pipes used for sewers for carrying sewage normally is joined by joint. A. Spigot and socket. B. Flanged iron. C. Collar. D. Expansion. The correct answer is spigot and socket. Which of the following parameters is actually measured during tensile testing of a specimen using universal testing machine? A. Load elongation. B. Engineering stress strain. C. True stress strain. D. Poisson's ratio Young's modulus. The correct answer is load elongation. End cooler or after cooler is employed in air compressor mainly to A. Remove oil vapor or moisture from air. B. Cool the dry air before use. C. Reduce the volumetric capacity of receiver. D. None of these. The correct answer is remove oil vapor or moisture from air. Streaklines, streamlines, pathlines are almost identical for fluid flow. A. Ideal. B. Uniform. C. Steady. D. None of these. The correct answer is steady. The suction and delivery pressure for a two-stage compressor are 1 and 25 atm respectively. The intermediate stage pressure would be around atm. A. 5. B. 10. C. 15. D. 20. The correct answer is 5. The term value in value engineering technique refers to the cost of the product. A. Function utility. B. Selling. C. Production. D. Total. The correct answer is function utility. Melting point boiling points of liquid oxygen are respectively 218.8 C 183 C while the same for liquid nitrogen is 210 C 195.8 C respectively. The difference in melting points of liquid oxygen liquid nitrogen is not equal to 8.8 AC. BF. CK. DR. The correct answer is F. The entropy change for a spontaneous process is A. 0 for the system, B. 0 for the system, C. 0 for the system the surrounding, D. 0 for the system the surrounding. The correct answer is 0 for the system the surrounding. Milligram of KOH required to saponify 1 gram of oil is called its number. A. Saponification. B. Acid. C. Precipitation. D. Emulsion. The correct answer is saponification. Pick out the wrong statement about a fast breeder reactor. A uses molten sodium as moderator. B converts fertile fuel into fissile fuel. C requires highly enriched fuel. D produces more fuel than it consumes. The correct answer is uses molten sodium as moderator. The speed of sound will be maximum in A. Vacuum, B. Metal, C. Air, D. Water. The correct answer is metal. Work done by an process is determined by A. Adiabatic, B. Quasi-static, C. Isothermal, D. isentropic. The correct answer is quasi-static. In case of water, Prandtl number 6 flowing over a flat plate heated over the entire length, the thermal boundary layer thickness as compared to hydrodynamic boundary layer thickness is A. less, B. more, C. equal, D. unpredictable. The correct answer is less. Number is sometimes used in place of Grashofer number in free convection heat transfer. A. Stanton, B. Brinkman, C. Rayleigh, D. Nusselt. The correct answer is Rayleigh. Wrought iron does not have the A. uniform strength in all directions, B. ability to hold protective coating, C. high ductility corrosion resistance, D. easily weldable characteristics. The correct answer is uniform strength in all directions. Nitriding of steel is a process for A. case hardening, B. spheroidizing, C. normalizing, D. annealing. The correct answer is case hardening. The maximum percentage of chromium that can be added to steel is about A. 12, B. 18, C. 24, D. 30. The correct answer is 18. Holes in a plate for riveted joints is preferably made by A. drilling, B. tapping, C. reaming, D. punching. The correct answer is drilling. The temperature at which a gas, when subjected to Joule-Thomson expansion, neither cools or heats up is termed as the temperature. Above this temperature the gas heats up on throttling, and below this the gas cools down. A. isotactic, B. saturation, C. inversion, D. throttling. The correct answer is inversion. Source of heat supply in a cupola is A. coke, B. charcoal, C. lumpy coal, D. pulverized coal. The correct answer is coke. Machine tool bodies are usually made of A. cast iron, B. mild steel, C. wrought iron, D. copper alloys. The correct answer is cast iron. Out of the following, the best material capable of withstanding shock vibration without the danger of cracking is A. malleable iron, B. grey cast iron, C. chilled cast iron, D. white cast iron. The correct answer is malleable iron. On increasing the yield strength of a steel from 450 to 650 MPa, it will increase A. ultimate tensile strength UTS, B. modulus of toughness, C. percent elongation, D. modulus of resilience. The correct answer is modulus of toughness. The refractory brick which has good thermal shock resistance at high temperature but cracks on cooling below 400 C is A. magnesite, B. chrome, C. silica, D. fire clay. The correct answer is silica. The path and movements followed by men materials equipments in executing the activities is indicated by the A. travel charts, B. man-machine charts, C. string diagram, D. flow diagram. The correct answer is flow diagram. No cutting fluid is normally used while machining A. cast iron, B. aluminium, C. Mild steel. D. Stainless steel. The correct answer is cast iron. An orthotropic material is a special class of anisotropic material which is described by their properties in three perpendicular directions. An example of orthotropic material is A. Stainless steel. B. Cast iron. C. Wood. D. Teflon. The correct answer is wood. pH value of rainwater in India ranges from A. 5.5 to 7.5, B. 8 to 9.5, C. 3.5 to 5, D. 9.5 to 10.5. The correct answer is 5.5 to 7.5. The capital running costs of similar machines having unequal service life can be compared by the method A. Equivalent annual cost, B. Rate of return, C. Present net worth, D. Capitalized cost. The correct answer is capitalized cost. Pick the odd man out. A. Os tempering, B. Ma tempering, C. Syniding, D. Percolating. The correct answer is percolating.